Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth from Silvernest Homeschooling, mom of four, and I am taking you through our bookshelf that I've collected for the last 12 plus years of what we've used for our homeschooling, or what classical books, wonderful books that we keep around for our kids to pick from when they want to read in their spare time. This shelf shouldn't take very long because it is mostly two series plus two extra books, and so what we have are the wonderful C.S. Lewis Chronicles of Narnia in the lovely hardback set that I think we inherited from my husband when we got married. His mom owned a children's bookstore, and so a lot of the books on the shelf came from that store, and he had them, and so that's where they started. So we love the Chronicles of Narnia so much. My kids have all really enjoyed them. We have some on audio. We have some on the like radio drama versions. They're great read alouds. They are great from a Christian perspective. You can go through and kind of see where Lewis was talking about different symbols and the Christian faith. Book one was actually The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. When he finished the series, The Magician's Nephew was the creation story of Narnia. And so some people put this book first and some people put it in the order in which he wrote them. So highly recommend those. We also got this wonderful copy of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea recently from my sister by Jules Verne, and then the Jules Verne 7 novels. So beautiful, amazing book. And I think I assigned one of his books to one of my kids, but so far they've mostly just been there for availability. I love the movie of this, and I have read some Jules Verne. I think the most depressing one, there was like one that was super boring. My husband and I were trying to read out loud, but we have really enjoyed reading them together when we were first married. So, but we've only had this copy for maybe 6 months, so that's why it hasn't been read yet. And then the rest of the books on here are the Brian Jakes series. My husband has met Brian Jakes, and his family had their books in their bookstore, and so Madame Ao is one of our favorites. Is right in the front. But if I take these out carefully, you can see that the rest of the books on the shelf are also Brian Jakes series. So Redwall series, this is original Redwall. They are all about animals, mostly set in England, that are like mice. And this is my favorite. Marielle of Redwall is my absolute favorite book of the series. And so this mouse has been captured by slaves and has to escape. This is her goal whacker. She actually defeats a seagull. They're set sort of in Middle Ages type time period. They live in an abbey. There's no God in them in any shape or form, but they have a lot of descriptions about food because Brian Jakes had some friends who were blind, and so he wanted to make sure that all the textures and scents and sounds were included. So they make great read alouds. They do have audio versions of these, and there's a lot of sacrifice, and there's a lot of like the good guys and the bad guys are pretty obvious based on like if they're stoats or weasels or going on adventures, great adventures. And so we've enjoyed them. My kids have enjoyed them, not as much as we did, and some of them have read more than others, but so Mossflower, The Long Patrol, Marl Fox, Salamandastron, Merrill, Redwall, Martin the Warrior, I think is one of the first as well, if not the first. Pearls of Lutra, The Legend of Luke, started to fade out. Like he kept kind of recycling some of the same plot. So I'll prefer the newer books, and then The Bellmaker. So yeah, but good fun read-alouds with characters who die. I must say that because there's sacrifice in them, there are some characters who die, and there are lots of characters who are heroically self-sacrificing. And so on that level, it's kind of a good series for that. If your kids like books about small, tiny animals defeating things at great odds, this is a great series.